a knock.
You were? I was just going out.
You're American. I must talk to you. I'm Claire Nichols. How I got here is a long story of broken promises.
Promoters' tales of fame and fortune in distant places, of jobs that didn't materialize, and then, it's an old story.
Yeah, it's a very old story and a very true one. Listen, I need help. You don't know how desperately I'd do anything to get out of this town, out of this country.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't do anything for you.
Listen, I've been around animals like Spooner for a long time now. I know them by smell, by instinct. And you're not like them. And you can't hide what you really are behind this bottle. Oh, no. There's something more to you. You can't just turn your back.
I'm sorry. Can't help you.
You're sorry.
A minute. I'll do a trade.
You'll trade what?
You have an invitation to visit the Mukta's palace, don't you?
Yeah, and I'm not going.
Oh, yes, you are. You're going to take me with you. Introduce me as an old friend.
Huh? And why should I do that? What do you want there?
Do you want my protection, or don't you?
If I take you, do you promise to take me back to civilization?
I promise to do my best.
All right. Let's go. They say he's very rich.
Do they? Are you sure you aren't making a mistake in leaving? Oh, tell your master that Miss Nichols is here to see him. Right. Yeah, he is rich, very rich. Indeed, he owns a mine, a diamond mine. I think you ought to know.
All right, so I know.
And you're going to ask him to show it, do you?
What for?
Because I tell you to.
I can't. I say, I'd very much like to see your diamond mine.
You see, it comes quite naturally.
What's wrong?
My Jeep is straight.
Rangi.
Ah, we're in.
It is kind of you, young lady, to give me your valuable time so freely.
We're curious to see the inside of your palace.
Who's this gentleman?
It's Mr. Drake. He's a friend of mine.
Mr. Drake, it is an honor. Do you intend to stay in my city long?
Perhaps.
And perhaps not. May I offer you tea, young lady?
Thank you.
And you, sir.
Oh, okay.
I understand that you find yourself in certain difficulties. We shall not discuss the matter at the moment. Come back alone.
Excuse me?
Don't stand on ceremony. I promise I shall find some way to help you. But in the meantime, you must leave your present lodging. It is not a fit place for a lady of your breeding. You must allow me to take you out. I will show you the sights.
Thank you. They tell me you have a diamond mine. Is it really true?
Who told you that?
I just heard it in the town. I thought it was ever so romantic. Tell me, would it be possible? I mean, could I see it sometime?
It would be possible, but you would not like it. It is deep beneath the ground, hot as a furnace. Not a place for a delicate young lady like yourself.
Oh.
You see, it is really the stones that interest you, not the mine.
The mine interests me.
In what way?
A business way. Must be a very expensive project.
I can't see how that could concern you, Mr. Drake.
The men wouldn't live very long in that mine of yours in those conditions. I was hoping that I might be able to supply you with labor at very reasonable rates. Speaking of coastal labor, of course, all strong men. Are you interested in my proposition?
No, I am not.
Well, that's a pity, my dear, if I had to be moving on. do business elsewhere. Oh, by the way, I left my Jeep outside your gates. It isn't there anymore.
That's right. I put it in a safe place.
I'd like to have it back.
You shall have it when the time comes for you to leave. The penalty in my country for theft is to cut off the offending hand at the wrist.
Well, if you should happen to change your mind, I can be back from the coast in 2 or 3 weeks. I always travel alone.
Hey, you take me.
I think it'd be more comfortable for you to stay here, my dear. In any case, if you didn't agree to remain, the Mukta might have some difficulty in finding my Jeep.
But you promised.
I think perhaps we shall be able to talk business after all, Mr. Drake.
Thank you. You did very well. Better than I hoped.
Didn't do so badly yourself.
Worked like a charm. Oh, here comes my Jeep.
Something more in you, I said. Now I really know what hides behind that bottle. A slave peddler.
Mr. Drake. Evening. Evening, Mrs. Porter.
I thought you were just a sodden, loudmouthed sponger.
How well you know me.
Not well enough, I'm afraid. I warned you, Mr. Drake, that I have prior claims to this city. It seems you didn't take me seriously.
Oh, very seriously indeed, Mrs. Porter. Don't run away. You may be hearing from me soon. What are you doing here?
I've got a message for you, Farachi.
Oh. See, I'm keeping well away from your little friend. Now, who sent you?
The Fat Haji.
Why?
To kill you, Farachi.
You always do everything that the Hashi says.
I master he will turn me into a beetle.
He cannot be very powerful if he needs you to help him. Huh? Or if I can kill his servant. Stop! Oh, I'm sorry for you. The fat one has deceived you. See? I give you back your life. Huh? Take it.
You have given me my life, Farachi. Now it belongs to you. I'm your servant.